Testing. Hey guys, hope y'all having a wonderful day. Give me 1 second, let me get situated here. Testing. There we go. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Welcome to another episode of All Bass Creations, Effects, Tutorials, Demos, and Review. I am the Bass Negus, of course. So, all the sounds you just heard are from the updated Enzo X pack I just released today, which you can get right now from Patreon. Shout out to Richard for subbing while we just jamming along there. So let's go ahead and get into the pack. Yep. All right. So, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And again, this pack is available on the Patreon. So, let's go ahead and get started here. And first up, I'm not going to make it through the entire pack today. I'm just going to go, I guess let's just do the synth bass part of the pack today. And we'll do the rest of the pack later because it is 99 presets all together. And I did, there's only very few stock ones left in there. And none of the stock ones are stock for real. They're just so close that I didn't want to, act like I really created them out of thin air. So I just left the names the same. But all the patches have been touched. So first up, we got this sub B. You know, I thought it'd be good to start you guys straight off with a nice sub bass. So that's the first preset, sub B. And I actually played both. You know, as you can tell, the Enzo X is just, for me, it's the ultimate synth pedal. Nobody out is touching it right now. And the cool thing is, of course, when you download my preset pack, you just throw it straight onto your pedal through the software, and you'll have instant access to all these sounds. But I can instantly play my bass or key bass. And that's really important for when you're performing. Say you have to switch parts very quickly or something like that. You know, say there's a quick song change or something. You can start the song off on your bass and then switch over to key bass, right? You don't actually have to start off on key bass, and it's literally the same sound. So awesome. Now, next up we got Nasty B. So excellent for that too, you know, to be able to switch back and forth. But it's also great for those of us that play both, that play key bass and piano, and also that play electric bass. You know, a lot of pedals have trouble tracking that type of thing. And if I needed it to track, I like, there's just a note, I have everything in here, so it's pretty consistent. But if you need it to, say, do a little slightly faster notes, So all just ready to go. You don't have to do anything. I also took the time to build in things like pitch shift. So, you got access to a ton of different things on this particular pedal. So I even did a log drum sound. It's meant to be played with the keyboard. Right? And the Enzo X can get you some FM sounds as well. So it can do some FM stuff. Like so you can even get your log bass stuff in there. So whatever you want to do, it's also available. Now, certain little sounds like that, I did build them for keyboard, like a log drum. Isn't really, you can. See, it's just not really designed with the bass tracking in mind. But, a lot of the other bass sounds are. Well, all the other bass sounds are, rather. But just a little disclaimer about the log bass drum. Log drum sound. But then we got things like the sex saw. So So, you got options here. So, and with the note persist, one of the key things to the tracking is going to be the note persist, right? So a lot of these I have between 4 and 11 seconds. That really helps with the tracking, as well as having the noise gate on the global noise gate helps a lot. I have mine around 50%, somewhere around there. And then from there, I have on the Empress compressor, and it's really doing probably like a -6 reduction, gain reduction, so 6-to-1 type thing. And but I only have it on the 2-to-1 ratio. I'm just pushing into it a lot, and then I have on the tone color boost there, which is boosting around 2.3K. I'm also boosting on my bass around 800, and then I'm also boosting the bass on my the bass frequencies on my actual bass a little bit, just a tiny bit, while rolling off the highs. You know, that definitely helps with the tracking. 11 seconds. Be better for the longer notes. Wow. Wow, 4 seconds would be better for the faster notes, but 11 seconds to track just fine for you for most of your synth-based type stuff you'll be doing anyway, so. So we got so another amazing. This Enzo X can do so many amazing sounds. I'm just I even did somewhat of a thriller type synth in there as well. Make sure y'all hit them reactions for me. It greatly helps me out. And don't forget to ask any questions you may have about the Enzo X. See what we got going on here. Make sure we up and running properly. Cool. Yeah, we ain't gonna be here too long, but wanted to go through some of these presets. So, you know, you definitely got just about all the different types of bass synth that you can handle, even in one pack. And a lot of these sounds, just because you hear it like right here, you can easily come to the filter section or just simply from the home screen. So, you know, just from the front panel here, you got a ton of control. that's not even doing too much. You know, of course, you can always go in there and edit anything that you would want to change, but it's all right there. You ain't really got to do too much. That's the point of the preset pack, having it so you have to do bare minimum, you know, to it. So this is preset number 7, Spriller. One of the nice number 8. You can see it even responds to your dynamics as well. So that's a little house beat right there. Any of the ones you see with B at the last, as the last letter, you know, is automatically bass, but you know, got all type of stuff in there. Matter of fact, I didn't do the also have the hold modifier here for an octave, and that also works when you're playing with your bass as well. And I would suggest using something wired. I have that. It is faster than that, of course. So it's just, I'm using a wireless foot switch for that. And another thing that the Enzo X is really great at, if you're just getting into key bass, or you want a rig that will be not just for key bass, you can program, get this pack here, get an Enzo X if you don't have one already. And you're going to have a lot of synth sounds that would be very expensive to get. And it is monophonic and polyphonic. Right now I'm in monophonic mode for the bass synths. So, but we'll do some of the polyphonic stuff another time, All right, so. Just bass synth nasty. And then of course you still even things. Got you guys some pulse width modulation stuff in there. So all the bass synths, again, have been made so you can easily just play them with your actual bass or go straight to key bass. 14, just like a classic. So just the stuff you can do with this is pretty sweet. Let me see. We got here. So I'm able to also, again, with the expression pedal, I have it mapped to a foot switch on the MIDI captain. So I can just use the foot switch, tap on the foot switch, and have a step bend the same as. You know, whatever you want to do. So just very similar to the pitch bend. And I can actually change the speed that I want that to change if I actually use the actual expression pedal. An actual expression pedal, I can vary it in between there. So it won't just be, you know, straight to the. I can do that half step in between and anywhere in between that. So. Did some sequence stuff in here for you guys. So, yeah, even there you got the sequence bass, and that's tied to the global clock. So if you wanted to change that, you could. Or if you wanted to. So, you know, with the expression pedal, again, I have it tied to the octave. And as you can see, I didn't have to switch the octaves where I was playing on my bass. I just have to hit the expression pedal foot switch. In this case, like again, you can assign it to an expression pedal, but I have it mapped with the CC message. So hold modifier, take you up an octave. I meant hold modifier, excuse me, I said expression pedal. Hold modifier. But, damn. Call this one Sex Fox. Especially good for if you want to play synth bass on ballads and things like that. You can definitely slow it down quite a bit. Let's see some here. Give me 1 second, folks. And we're back. So we got all those sounds again are in the preset pack. This preset pack is available on the Patreon, and it just came out today with all these new sounds. So you guys can be some of the first people to have them outside of myself. it tracks your articulation too, so sounds different then. Did a little dubstep. Set it in here too. And this one in particular, I mean, of course you can play it with your bass. And I included 2 different ways to control it. So if I wanted to, I can control it with these 2 knobs here. I have the note division. So if I wanted to keep the same tempo or have this synced up to a tempo, these are the 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I can also change the clock if I'm not synced up to anything in particular, or I'm not trying to sync to a particular time. So I can do something like, which also gives you the same illusion that it's switching note divisions there. Matter of fact, let me see. Just in case it's not, it's a little tip. You can put that to the clock. I didn't really want to. That's probably why. Sync that to the clock like that. Then you can come down here to the expression pedal. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come over here because I want to use the expression pedal, but I want to use the actual expression pedal. Let's see. Just want to disable this real quick. And I will switch. I will run them opposite like this. So so you don't even know that Enzo X can do dubstep too. Appreciate you over on, is that Mr. Warrior? Or is that, yeah, I believe that's Mr. Warrior over on Twitch for following over on there. And you can you change that note division, so instantly, you know, by having that on the expression pedal, you know, playing around with the clock, you can do it that way, you know, but I don't have it automatically assigned, the expression pedal assigned to the clock tempo. So if that's something that you want to do, the same parameter, I do have it automatically set up to have the clock here and the note division here. So what we can do is, bam. So set up to that 8th note already. Again, just come over to the expression pedal, right? And then we change this to clock tempo. And we put this, the minimum on 100, maximum on 0. And if you want to save it, you can quick save through the buttons or right there. So, yeah, you got all that right there. All right. Just sounds on sounds on sounds. So we getting there, folks. Make sure nobody gone, you know. Got your phone on Do Not Disturb. Everybody decide to call. Okay. Let's get this. Made like this trumpet, trombone type sound. Well, they're not cutting off. I just changed something. And this one is polyphony. Don't really use the polyphonic mode on there, but if you want to use it on your bass, you're going to want to put it on mono mode. And the cool thing is you can flip back and forth between those throughout different patches. Second one is, so I did two of them. And this one is meant to mimic a trumpet and an electric, a trumpet and a synth bass together. See, this one's monophonic. So you got the polyphonic one. And the monophonic one. And it's like a perfect opportunity to get into synths. It's a perfect, the Enzo X and its preset pack. If you don't play keys, it's a perfect time to get into a little bit of it. You know, you'll already have a unit that can do both. Not only can it do both, it can also do chords. You know, the only drawback to the Future Impact V4 VIP is that it's only monophonic. Now, it does do the additional thing of allow you to play other synths with your bass with MIDI. The Enzo X does not allow that. But the Enzo X literally can do so many sounds and has capabilities that the Future Impact doesn't have. Future Impact can do some amazing sounds along with the MXR bass synth, but none of them are in the same category and as the Enzo X. The tracking is amazing. As you heard, I wasn't struggling to keep the tracking going or to do octaves. Also have everything I need right here available to me, including effects and everything else for my bass. Even the effects modules are great on your bass. So, and I did include my modulations in here for bass and stuff like that. See where we are on time. Got a little bit of time. We'll keep going. Did even a few kick sounds. Get a little bit of that in there. Some little electronic snare type sounds. Hi-hat. Little reverb, delay on there. Included patches just like your standard. Because it also has a monophonic and polyphonic octaver in there as well, along with an arpeggiator mode, and a full 16-step sequencer. You get 2 LFOs that you can assign, and all these you can assign to different parameters, which is crazy. Whatever, like any parameter that's available for any of the oscillators, filters, drive, modulations, and ambience effects and mix. All that stuff can be assigned to LFOs, sampling hold, which is a random number generator, the envelope, which is basically triggered by the input of your bass, and it can also be assigned to the hold modifier or the expression pedal. And you can assign up to 6 things to an expression pedal or up to 7 things to any one of those other things, other modifiers. So it excels at a classic octaver sound too. Just impressive, and all this is in this one effects, and it's in the preset pack, which is where on Patreon. Make sure I hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. Appreciate you guys hanging in there with me as usual. So cool. I left little stuff like this in there. The pitch fade. This is. And I even created things to work with your other pedals. So say you have a MXR bass synth or a Future Impact, and you want to be able to use the filters and stuff in the Enzo X. I have presets for that as well, and this is one of them, the synth filter. setting. And what this allows me to do is basically take something like the MXR bass synth, turn off the everything, turn on, open the filter all the way up, turn off the resonance, turn off the modulation, and just have the actual oscillator. Let's use a different one. It's a little more. Right, that's what it sounds like by itself. So now, I can use the filter section of the Enzo X to modify various things. Even if I wanted to come over to the Pog 3, use sounds I have in here. Change this a bit, make sure this doesn't kill our ears. And I got a full ADSR filter now instead of with the Pog 3. I only have control of the attack and decay of the filter. On the Enzo X, I have a full attack, decay, sustain, and release, along with time for the sustained time, as well. Future Impact also has a full ADSR that you can do that with as well. So, it's different sound of a filter though. I'll give you an example. So this is the Future Impact without, what else I got? Oh, there we go. Right, turn that filter on. And I can make that more or less resonant. I can also change the filter frequency. And all this is just from the two knobs right here. So I have these presets set up to be easy to use, even if you wanted to use them live or whatever. Say you wanted to. So, yeah. You still have it available to you on your actual bass as well. So, not meant for that, but if you wanted to, you could. I have other settings for your bass and your bass envelope filters. that. Very subtle. And this isn't really meant to be a standalone effect. This is meant to go on something like the MXR bass synth if I wanted to add vibrato to it. Sorry guys, when I'm hopping from synth pedal, they all like a little something different, so I gotta EQ slightly different. So, or when you're soloing, just meant to be subtle, more of a singing type thing. Just a very subtle vibrato patch there. Got a patch for when I want to do organ type stuff, or like nice organ type chorus. And if you happen to have something like a POG 3 or some type of organ thing, module or something running into it. Let's see. Without it. With it. And that organ sound is coming from the POG 3, but see how much is adding to that now? So it's meant to go into a Leslie effect, you know, between a Leslie effect and the organ synth or module type thing. So this brand new strings is bright, boy. Nah, this is a twin filter setting. twin filter gives you a similar sound, is what a bass balls is a twin filter as well. So similar sound to that. Even this one, it's another filter setting. Phaser. So has just an amazing phaser. And again, all this is already set up for you. You ain't got to try to figure out how to get the phaser to do this or how to get the settings to do that. You ain't got to figure it out. You just get on here and start playing. And the other benefit is if you don't know, you can then see exactly how I'm achieving things verbatim. And there's no questions you really need to ask because you can see it there. If you and from there, it's just about understanding the unit, right? So the manual will help you understand the unit, but in theory versus in practice is something else. So you know. Nice rubbery flanger. I love all the modulations in here. Like the ring modulator is amazing as well. This is another one. This is without it, right? This thing instantly takes every sound to another level. That's how good this ring modulator patch is. Now notice, if I keep playing notes, it doesn't give it time enough to trigger a full cycle. But if I just sustain a note, and so I have this set up so the hold modifier button literally turns the effect on and off. So the rest of the effects that are on, you know, right there, are still coming through versus the straight up dry signal. So that ring modulator is some serious, very musical. If you know how to use it, chorus. So this is a beautiful chorus. Like, and this literally, you can create different types of chorus this way. Different types of chorus with this unit. It doesn't just have to be that standard LFO chorus. You can add different parameters from the chorus to LFOs. You can give me 1 second. Well, you can add them to the envelope, the S and H, the whole modifier. Hopefully we can get this. Hopefully that works out for us. So, bam, chorus done. This particular preset, you can add in as much as you want to that. So feel free to just add the mix into it. This is one of those stock things I just kind of left. pads in here. Did a few keyboard type sounds as well. These are so for sounds like this, they're like brown K. They're meant, or like the piano ones that say like piano or keys, stuff like that. They're typically meant to be played with a MIDI controller. So that's also a factor. Let me bring this volume up for y'all real quick. So, using little stuff like that. What else we got? I created quite a few keyboard type sounds as well. And using the expression pedal. Well, so when you first get them, they'll sound like this, right? Until you hit the expression pedal. And then now you got so again in the preset pack on Patreon. I'm gonna get to number 50 and then we done. We on number 43. It's like a little heart. This one I call Roads. And I typically keep them at that volume for layering purposes. The reason why I have them, they might seem a little low, just come up and raise the volume at the level. as well as a lot of these aren't going to have the ambiance effect mix already on. And you can simply come over to the ambient section, and you can choose if you want echo or reverb or whatever, and add it to the sound that way. I just do mine through the Mercury X. Right. This is with the built-in reverb. Bring that mix down. So, not difficult at all. This one called Emerald, which is more like a mellow version. So you can even get Rode and keyboard type sounds out of it. Now, they're not exact, you know, but the fact that you can do that out of a box that size and from a synthesizer, and it has the capabilities to allow you to do that in such a small package and be able to flip back and forth between bass and keys, and it'd be useful for not just bass keys. You can play this thing with horns. You can play it with any instrument. It has that, you know, you can hook a mic to and have a line run into it and things like that. So it's full stereo in and out, full 5-pin MIDI ports in and out, expression pedal input. Believe they're running on 9-volt 350 MA. But so you'll get the sound to be like that, right? Hit the expression pedal. Now you got a short version of it. Now, if I wanted more of a pad version, I wanted the sound to sustain a bit. Just use the expression pedal. If I wanted to shift octaves, use the whole modifier. Do that there. All these are pads. Again, I have all the pads set up without the reverb. So, you know, if you have your, whatever your favorite reverb pedal is, you can run it into that. I use the Mercury X. So, you know, again, if you want the ambience, you can just come here to the ambience section. Ambience. It's right there. So all within the unit, you can do that. So I don't have them typically set up like that. Like I said, I'll have it set up something like this. Let me see. Let me pick another one. So typically something like that. 59. This has the ring modulator on it as well. But again, those came from the ones that have the stock names are very close to the stock preset, and I didn't change. I probably did change quite a few things, but I didn't change enough to call it my own preset. You don't want to rob folks like that. But I did include them in here just so you guys would have my exact copy of my pedal, the way I have it set up and everything. All right. You can even get you that organist. Which is another preset that came on the pedal, but did slight alterations too. All right, folks. So definitely check out that preset pack when you get a chance. You're definitely gonna save a ton of time. You're gonna have a ton of new inspiration if you already have the Enzo X. And it's over on Patreon, so it's available right now. You can go check that out, as well as my preset packs for things like the C4 synth, the Future Impact V4 VIP. Got about 20 different preset packs with different bass preamps and combination of the color box and different bass preamps for the Tone X and Tone X1. Of course, Enzo X, Mercury X are on there, and be coming out with a POG 3 preset pack soon. As well as if you're a Zoom B6 or MS60B Plus or MS70 CDR Plus user, you can find that preset pack on my Patreon, patreon.com/allbasscreations. I definitely appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit those reactions for me. You'd be surprised how much it helps me out. Hit that hype button and, feel like sharing it. Share it with a friend that might have an Enzo X and been struggling to use it. But, yeah, I tried to set up as much as possible for you guys so when you get it, you can just start hitting buttons, really, like the whole modifier or using your expression pedal and being able to have different things happening for you already routed properly. And you'd be surprised that stuff takes quite a bit of time. So, and then you have to learn the unit and then everything else. So this is your shortcut right here for the Enzo X, which in my opinion is one of the greatest bass synth pedals ever created. So definitely check it out when you get a chance. I am the Bass Negus. Check me out on all social media at the Bass Negus, Negus. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and make sure you hit that like button and subscribe